y'all. It's I would say Professor Millar, but it's your teacher Ellen Millar here, and I'm gonna update my video about how to do this zombie project we're working on. And yeah, sorry I can't be there, y'all. I'm in quarantine, as you have found out by now. But we're going to work on a zombie project kind of like this to give you an idea too of what kind of images you're looking at. This is the kind of almost end project that I'm looking for. I would have added some more scars, maybe some blood dripping from her mouth, maybe like another zombie in the background or something like that. But this will get you 90% through the project. So I would like to print out these projects large when I get back on that big printer. I got that big printer working for us. So I want you to be sure to get some high-res images. And I have, if I can click on this, I don't know if it's going to let me click on it in the edit mode. I've added some free stock websites in there, like Unsplash and Pixabay. There's a ton of others you can get to. So download some high-res images from these websites. I also think that you can get some from the Creative Cloud Adobe stock account also. But let me just go through some of these. Let's see, I don't think, because I'm in the edit mode, I don't think I can do that. All right, Unsplash. Okay, here it came up on the same search that I was on before. So I had gotten this tree bark, and you just download there, right? I had looked for like woman screaming, like mad screaming, like mad. All right, and you've got those other websites you can look through too. If you want, you can also take a photo of someone you know. That could be fun. Person angry. I want you to have the eyeballs, and like this guy would be good, but he's in a mirror. He's kind of cool looking, but he's black and white. All right, once you get your people, let me show you two. You can keep looking through all these websites until you find something you like. When you go to Adobe Cloud, they have a stock section, just like they have the font section. They have stock that you can get into, and I think you can download a couple for free. All right, here's some kind of good ones. He might be kind of fun. You could just download him, license. Like up here, I think it says I have 119 that I can download this month for free. And yeah, we also use this website just so you can see. No, wait, it's called Shutterstock that I'm a member of. All right, Shutterstock, I have unlimited downloads in this, and it's the most professional website, but you guys would have to pay to get into this, and there's a lot of good ones here too. And note that I can search by photo, vector, or illustrations. All right, so once you get your pictures you want to download, and I keep them all in a folder just so I know where they are. So I have my Zombie 2020 folder, and I found this girl, and I found some tree bark that's gonna like mess up her skin. I found this for a background. I won't even open that one, it's so gross, it's a scar. But I want you guys to at least get to this, and let me show you just how I did this, okay? So I just dropped in my background, okay? I'll just do it all again for you guys fresh. Is this my background? I think so. All right, and I just stretched this. I didn't mind messing with the proportions. In Photoshop, you now have to hold Shift to kind of mess with the scale of that. And I would put this and call it background. Okay, to crop it. What are you doing? Stop. All right. There we go. Background. I'll put this behind there too. And this is a really great trick. And I'm going to drop my girl in there. Oh, she went underneath. See, there she is. She's underneath. Put the background behind her. Remember, you can click and drag these layers. And I'm going to call this, I don't know, girl. All right, just to keep it satisfied. So you can now in Photoshop go to select subject. And I have that layer selected. And look, it's thinking about it. And it's detected her, right? All those little ant marching, I call them marching ants going around her. Now it's going to clip out some of her hair. And you can go in and refine that if you want. But let's just go ahead, and here's the quick way to do this. You can go right down here, and this is the add layer mask, and I'm on my background, and I click that, and it has cut her out, right? But it didn't give me the mask. Oh, there it is, just clicked on the thing. So here it made the mask for me, right? If I wanted to, I could go back in with, remember the black reveals, watch this, on, and I have to select the mask layer. You know you're on the mask layer with the little white squares around the mask layer. And the black brush hides, and the white, I'm on the brush, the white brush would reveal. See, it's bringing back the gray background. So if I wanted to, and I could get like a small, I would get kind of a fuzzy brush, maybe, and look for some of her hair to come back if I want it. Or if it, like, you know, cut off part of her ear, I could fix her ear. There's part of her ear back. But does it matter with a zombie? I don't know. So there's part of her ear back. Sometimes the edges aren't so great with the select thing. And sometimes, like, if there was part of her arm there, I might have to go in and get a bit of that. But that's how to do the quick mask. If you can't do this select subject, again, it's select subject, and then I just selected the mask layer once it had figured out the subject area. If you can't do that, you're just going to have to go and hand paint in the black. You would start a layer mask. I'll do that on the scar bit I've got in a minute, which is kind of gross. And I'm going to put her down at the end. I'm going to transform her to make her kind of bigger. And see, the mask is locked on there, so she won't get warped or anything. Okay, so I'm going to put her there. And I'm going to add my bark now too. I think, is this the bark? This is the bark. All right, so I'm going to put my bark right there. And let me just make it bigger. So I'm going to hold shift to just kind of warp it there. Make sure it covers all of her. And click just to enter it right there. And on the Mac, I'm going to select my mask layer, and I'm going to click, for you guys it's alternate on a PC, on my Mac it's option, and it copies my mask. Okay, so I just, again, alternate or option, click on the mask, and I dragged it to the new layer. Now, it's cut out in her shape. I can switch the opacity to lower. Oh wait, not her. Mistake there, I want to do the bark. Opacity. And you can see it's starting to mess up her skin. And this is a normal one. Like I said, I usually like this multiply one for most things. But I think I picked, and you can just flip through them and it shows you them as you flip. I might go with this one for this version. It's kind of messing up her hair too in there. But let's try that. Play around with whatever blend mode you like in this. And you can get some really like weird effects in there, and it's going to make her skin look all kind of messed up. And let's call that, I'm going to call that bark, just so I know what's going on there. All right. I can also add